అన్న అంటే get into bigger positions like senior directors, vice presidents and CEOs, and in the you see they would have at least failed 3 to 5 times.
Right. Or immediate action they can take to become an entrepreneur, either it is real estate or any other financial services. What is your advice from India? If
From India?
Yes.
I want us, that's a starting.
రగన్న, మీరు ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ లాగా ఉండి ఎంప్లాయర్గా ఎంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్గా ఎలా అయితే షిఫ్ట్ అయ్యిందో, వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఛాలెంజెస్ యూ ఫేస్డ్ అండ్ కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ టు ద వ్యూవర్స్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఛాలెంజెస్ యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ అట్ దట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్?
So first of all, the journey of an employee and the journey of an entrepreneur is completely different. Adi more than challenges అనేదానికంటే the journeys are two different journeys, I would say. ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్లో ఏంది, మనం ఆల్రెడీ స్కిల్స్ ముందే నేర్చుకుంటాం. If you want to become a chef, you learn the cooking skills.
Right.
If you want to become an IT employee, you learn the software.
Right.
ప్రతి ఒక్కదాన్ని స్కిల్స్ నేర్చుకొని పోయి ఆ స్కిల్స్ తోటి we apply for a job.
Right.
They interview us on that particular skill and they take us on that particular skill.
True.
అయిపోయిన తర్వాత కూడా the employment structure ఎలా ఉంటుంది, కార్పొరేట్ స్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే there's enough people in the company that are driving the whole project.
Yeah.
ప్రాజెక్ట్ స్కోప్ కానీ, ప్రాజెక్ట్ డెలివరీ టైమ్ లైన్స్ కానీ, అండ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ డిపెండెన్సీస్ కానీ, రిసోర్సెస్ కానీ, దేర్ ఆల్రెడీ సెట్. మనకు ఒక టాస్క్ ఇస్తారు, ఆ టాస్క్ని ఫినిష్ చేస్తాం మనం. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఈజీ because we already have the skill, enough skill, and right. we are taken based on our skill.
Right.
And on top of that, somebody is there to monitor. మనం ఆఫీస్కి వస్తున్నాం మానిటర్ చేస్తారు, మనం టాస్క్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తున్నాం మానిటర్ చేస్తారు, డైలీ స్క్రమ్ కాల్స్ ఉంటాయి, వీక్లీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ స్టేటస్ ఉంటాయి. So there's somebody is monitoring us.
Right.
Whereas as an entrepreneur, who is monitoring you? So being your own boss is a good thing because you're building something of your own.
Right.
But that's the worst thing too, because there's nobody to manage you.
True.
ఎందుకంటే the fundamental difference between an employee and entrepreneur is discipline. అక్కడింది there are enough people to control you and put you in discipline.
Right.
ఆఫీస్ రావాలి, టైంకి కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి, టైంకి ఇచ్చేయాలి. But when you're on your own, you're the boss and we are not built with so much discipline.
We have to be self.
So the self discipline అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ entrepreneur కి. Actually one of my friend ఉన్నాడు ఒకతను, and he's very rich person in India. And ఫ్రెండ్ వాళ్ళ కజిన్, అండ్ వాళ్ళ ఇద్దరు పిల్లల్ని అమెరికా పంపించాడు చదువుకోవడానికి, అక్కడ జాబ్ చేయడానికి. అరే ఇంత రిచ్ ఉండి అమెరికాకి ఎందుకు పంపించారు అన్న అంటే, ఆయన ఏమన్నానంటే, మా పిల్లలకి ఒక సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఆంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్ అంత డిసిప్లిన్ ఇంకా లేదు.
ఓకే.
సో ఐ వాంట్ దెమ్ టు స్టార్ట్ as a job, get into bigger positions like senior directors, vice presidents and CEOs, and in the process they learn the discipline.
Right.
And then they can come back and become an entrepreneur.
Right.
So I wanted them to build the discipline before they become entrepreneurs.
Good.
And that is what it resonated very well with me, and that is my personal experience too. Right? Entrepreneurship ki discipline కావాలి. సో ఆ ఛాలెంజెస్ కంటే ఎక్కువ ఏంటంటే, అండ్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్స్కి మనకు సెట్ స్కిల్ లేదు. బికాస్ యూ డి నాట్ బికమ్ అన్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్, నోబడీ ఈస్ టీచింగ్ యూ, నోబడీ ఈస్ ట్రైనింగ్ యూ. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అ స్కిల్ దట్ యూ కెన్ లెర్న్ అండ్ బికమ్ అన్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు పిక్ అప్ ద పీసెస్ ఆన్ ద వే. అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు, ఇప్పుడు ఎంప్లాయీకి ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్కి డిఫరెన్స్ మాట్లాడితే, ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్కి ఎంప్లాయీకి యువర్ వర్క్ ఈస్ కట్ అవుట్. ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ అంటే ఏంది, ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ డజంట్ నీడ్ ఎ స్కిల్. చాలా మంది అనుకుంటారు నేను ఆంటర్ప్రినర్షిప్ స్కిల్ లేదు, నాకు బిజినెస్ స్కిల్ లేదు అంటారు. బిజినెస్కి స్కిల్ ఎందుకుగా? బికాజ్ యూఆర్ పుట్టింగ్ ఆల్ ద రిసోర్సెస్ టుగెదర్. సే నేను రెస్టారెంట్ పెట్టాలనుకున్నాను, ఏం కావాలి నాకు? ఒక మంచి లొకేషన్ వేయాలి, మంచి మెన్యూ తయారు చేయాలి, మంచి డిషెస్ యాడ్ చేయాలి, మంచి షెఫ్ని రిక్రూట్ చేయాలి, అవునా, మంచి అంబియన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, మంచి లొకేషన్ ఉండాలి, అండ్ స్టాఫ్ని రిక్రూట్ చేయాలి, సప్లై చైన్ గ్రోసరీ అంత ప్రాపర్గా సెటప్ చేయాలి, సప్లై చైన్ అకౌంటింగ్ చేయాలి, ఇన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలి, మేనేజ్మెంట్ చేయాలి, catering order. So I am not one skilled person as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, we are putting all the resources together.
Right.
అర్థమవుతుందా?
Right.
So that is an entrepreneur. So it's a journey. So it is going to be always challenging. Right? So, but that is the challenging is what you are enjoying that.
Right.
And learning in the process and making it better. And every mistake that you do, you learn from it and get and become better.
So in that situation, what is the right age for anyone to get into the business or become an entrepreneur? Do they need to be cross their graduation and all and enter as an entrepreneur, or while studying itself they can start some business and do it?
And this is the question that I get all the time. When is the best time to become an entrepreneur? But let me ask you a question, right? At 25, we are just coming out of college, and we don't have a lot of money, we don't have a lot of experience, and we don't have a lot of ideas.
Right.
What is the only option available for many people? Getting into a job. That is
Right.
easy thing to do, and because we already have car payment or
Right.
bike payment.
Right.
We already have some expenses that we want to take care of. So the best thing that people can think of is job.
Right.
And by the time they're into 30s, they got married, they have small kids.
Right.
And they think it's not the time for business.
Right.
By the time they're 40s, the kids are growing up, they're going to college, they need more money. That's not the best time to do.
Right.
By the time they come to 55, they think it's too late.
It's too late.
And the 65, your age, your health doesn't support.
Right.
Then when do you think is the best time now?
My assumption is right now.
The best time is now.
Right now.
There is no best time to become an entrepreneur. So my suggestion to all of you, like I had a great opportunity through my uncle that where I started thinking like an entrepreneur right out of my college, thanks to my uncle. I wanted every family to have mentors like that.
Right.
Your uncle can be a mentor, your father can be a mentor, your brother can be a mentor, your friends can be mentors. You should be associated with those kind of people.
Right.
Though you may not have it, because entrepreneurship is about thinking. I want to become an entrepreneur is a thinking.
Right.
I want to do a job. It doesn't require any thinking. Right? It's everybody's doing it, and you'll be one of them.
True.
But to become an entrepreneur, you have to think like an entrepreneur.
And surround with the people.
Surround with those people that can inspire you, that can motivate you, you can pick up ideas from you.
Right.
జనరల్గా మనం ఏం చేస్తాం మన ఫ్యామిలీ వాళ్ళు రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ చేస్తాం మనం కూడా రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ చేస్తాం మన ఫ్యామిలీ వాళ్ళు ఇట్లా కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ బిజినెస్ లో ఉంటే మనం కూడా కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ వెళ్తాం సో దట్ ఈస్ న్యాచురల్ థింగ్ సో దట్ యూ షుడ్ అసోసియేట్ ఇంటూ గెట్ విత్ దోస్ సర్కిల్స్
Right.
and interact with those people. ఏం చేస్తారన్న, how do you grow in this business, how does this business work? Try to pick up that knowledge and then make it your own. But biggest thing ఈ ఎంప్లాయ్ కి ఆంటర్ప్రినర్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే entrepreneurs కి ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ ద నెంబర్ వన్ థింగ్ ఏమి ఉండాలి, డ్రీమ్ ఉండాలి.
Dream.
I want to become something. I want to be somebody. Right? I want to grow in life. I want to have a lifestyle. Right? I want my life to be certain way. A dream ఉండాలి. ఆ డ్రీమ్ లేకుంటే ఏమవుతుంది, వీ గెట్ టు లివింగ్ మేకింగ్ ఎ లివింగ్ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్, హ్యావింగ్ ఎ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఈజ్ డిఫరెంట్.
Right.
ఆర్ యూ మేకింగ్ ఎ లివింగ్, ఆర్ యూ వర్కింగ్ ఆన్ యువర్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్?
Right.
రైట్? లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అంటే ఏదో పట్లేసుకొని పాష్ అది కాదు నేను మాట్లాడు, ఏదో ఫాస్ట్ ఫుడ్ రెస్టారెంట్ పోయి. లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అంటే హౌ డూ యూ వాంట్ టు లివ్, హౌ డూ యూ సీ లివింగ్ యువర్ లైఫ్
In next 5 years.
in the next 5-10 years. Can you see into your future? That is the main thing.
So
Challenges అనేది I don't think people should really worry about challenges. It's very easy to learn. Any business, as long as you are willing to learn.
Right.
There's a lot of people who are doing successful, but my only advice is learn from successful people. ఎందుకంటే చాలా మంది ఫెయిల్ పీపుల్ తోటి మాట్లాడతారు. ఫెయిల్ పీపుల్ ఏం అడ్వైస్ ఇస్తాడు, అరే రెస్టారెంట్ ఫెయిల్ అయినా ఏమి ఇస్తాడు అడ్వైస్, రెస్టారెంట్ పెట్టకరా బాబు అంటాడు.
పెట్టొద్దని చెప్తాడు.
రియల్ ఎస్టేట్లో ఫెయిల్ అయిన రియల్ ఎస్టేట్లో పెట్టకరా బాబు అంటాడు. సో ఫెయిల్ అయిన వాళ్ళతో చేసి we can gain some insights.
Right.
What are the things that made them fail?
So here I want to add something. So from the success people, I think we have to know how they failed and how they made it success.
Exactly. ఒక్కటి గుడ్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్ న్యూస్ ఏంటంటే every successful entrepreneur that you see, they would have at least failed 3 to 5 times.
Right.
ఇది నేను I don't have the data, but I can say on the camera that it's pretty much true for every successful entrepreneur. They would have at least failed 3 to 5 businesses before they became successful.
So that is the information we have to take it from the successful NRIs.
Yeah, I mean, you'll ask them, how many businesses you failed before this. You will have stories. Yeah.
Good. So
ఎందుకంటే that's the only way you can learn. There's no training school. There's no school to learn how to become a successful entrepreneur.
life lessons are the perfect lessons.
The lessons that you learned in the process, and okay, now you know how to get it better, how not to repeat the same mistake.
Right.
Entrepreneurship is always nothing but not to repeat the same mistake.
So being said that, the current NRIs who are in abroad, so what is the best option or immediate action they can take to become an entrepreneur? Either it is real estate or any other financial services. What is your advice in that?
So main 3 or 4 ఉన్నాయి basically to become successful, to build wealth or to create wealth. Few options ఉన్నాయి. ఏముండదు. Obviously people have to realize job has a limitation. Job gives you a comfortable life for a very long time.
Right.
It gives you comfort and it gives you security.
Right.
But it doesn't give you the freedom of time and freedom of money. ఈ రెండు of the path to freedom is different, the path to security is different.
Right.
ఇది ఎంత ఎర్లీగా చూస్ చేసుకుంటే అంత బెటర్, రైట్? అట్లీస్ట్ మనకు అంత ఐడియా లేకున్నా కూడా అట్లీస్ట్ పీపుల్ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. Do I see myself going in the security path and comfort path, or do I see myself going in the freedom path and challenging path? This path is always going to be challenging. You'll find new challenges in the way because you're constantly growing.
Right.
Ikkadeni, your growth is stabilized after a certain, unless in the corporate ladder you're going to one level and it's very predictable.
Right.
No, if you do this much, you can. But entrepreneurship latla undadu. So they're two different journeys. My personal advice to anybody is start as early as possible. Two things ఉంటాయి. ఒకటి, థింకింగ్ లైక్ అన్ ఆంటర్ప్రినర్. సెకండ్, థింకింగ్ లైక్ అన్ ఇన్వెస్టర్. ఈ రెండు మైండ్ సెట్స్. బిఫోర్ you become an entrepreneur, you should have a mindset of an entrepreneur, Srikanth.
Right.
Second, before you become a successful investor, you should have a mindset of an investor. నేనే చూసుకోండి, I used to make a lot of money in the first 5 years, 10 years of my US career as an employee. I used to make tons of money. And the real estate was booming in India. But I didn't have the investor mind. Right? Right. Everybody who probably would have invested at that point probably made 100 times or more.
At that time, yes.
Right? That means I should be making like tons of money by now with the money that I get.
Right.
If I invested the right way, because I didn't have the investor mind.
True.
So having entrepreneur mind and investor mind is very, very important for anybody that is starting their careers.
Perfect. And I have another question for you, Anna. So the people who want to come from India to any other country, and as we are in US, so what kind of business they can do from India? Do we have any options to do it from India?
The main, I think the same question was, real estate is one big option that they can start learning.
From India, they can.
From India, I mean, doing business in US from India?
Yes.
I don't know many. There may be.
But okay, we'll take it another way.
Because entrepreneurship, it requires, most of the businesses, they require your presence.
Right.
There are businesses a lot of people are doing in a way. They're doing offshore services or consulting services or what do you call this, calling services, right? I mean, there's a lot of different business models that people can think about. And I'm not here to teach what business they should start.
Right.
But I'm here more to kind of share my experience on, right? So let me give a different aspect of it. There's only a few areas. What is those areas? One is retail, right? Like restaurants, starting restaurants, franchises, retail world. Second one is real estate world. Third one is financial services world. These are three main worlds people can think of.
Okay.
Or fourth one is IT, which is many of us, especially from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh or India, mainly, more than 70% of IT professionals in America are from India and the Telugu community, right? And because one of the primary reason is there were a lot of hype created around software in 1995 to 2000, that high-tech city, there are a lot of training centers in Amirpet, Hyderabad. So there's all that contributed to a lot of people getting into software at a very early age.
Right.
And then a lot of people, in my generation, they have come to America and become very successful entrepreneurs in other field, IT field and non-IT field. So, but pick your field. But simple way to become an entrepreneur is find a problem to solve. As a businessman is more focused on profits, but as an entrepreneur, they're more focused on creating value or solving a problem. Right. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, the main thing is find a problem to solve. And when you solve that problem,
that is going to
then that makes you an entrepreneur. If the problem is big enough,
right,
and if you have a solution for the problem, you can become as big of an entrepreneur as you want. So find that big problem that, you don't have to be really smart or anything. You look at normal people, what is that they're struggling for? Right? Like today, Zomatos and Zeptos and Blinkit.
Good invention.
They're all, what are they doing? They're solving a problem. People want more. Amazon, what are they solving?
Right.
Amazon is saying, so Walmart said, in America, if you look at it, Walmart said, no, you don't have to go, I'll come to your neighborhood. What did Amazon say? You don't even have to come to your neighborhood. I will deliver it to your house.
Right.
You can order from your sofa.
So here, today I read an article. So it was saying about the current youth in India especially. So Zomato, Swiggy and all. the people who finish their bachelors, most of them are BTech graduates. Those people are getting into the delivery system.
Okay.
And the major age, from after completion of their BTech, they are getting into the delivery thing and they are forgetting about the career. So what advice you give for those people,
Actually, this is a very, very important question. And I've read one article. The article was more, when I read it, I can't remember where I read it. It was concerning the new youth of India
Right.
is more getting into this delivery, as you said,
Right.
fast food or
Right.
fast service deliveries. Are we doing the right thing? Are we teaching the right thing to our young entrepreneurs? Again, but it's a double-edged sword. If you start the career there, it is giving an opportunity for you to learn about a business or starting something of your own in the early stages. But if you stay there in that job forever, right, that's not a good thing. I think it's a good starting point where college kids can get into this side income, side hustles,
right.
and become independent and learn about life, learn about money, learn about work ethic. It's all good stuff.
Right.
But if you stick there, if you get used to that income, and if you get stuck there, that's a bad news for India. That's a starting point. Like in America, right? Pretty much every kid after 16, 18 years, they have their own part-time jobs. They become less dependent on parents. But that gives them an opportunity to see the life much early.
Right.
And that's how I wanted mana young kids who are starting those. I wanted them to see this is a side hustle.
మీ స్టోరీ అంతా నేను చూశాను అండ్ నాకు తెలుసు, బట్ నా వ్యూవర్స్కి కూడా కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ మీ హౌ డిడ్ యూ బిల్డ్ యువర్ బిజినెస్ అండ్ ఈస్ దర్ ఎనీ ఫార్ములా ఫర్ సక్సెస్ టు బికమ్ అ సక్సెస్ ఎంటర్ప్రెన్యూర్?
Yeah, so when I started in 2017, when I came from IT world to financial services, I have no idea. అంటే ఇది బిజినెస్ ఎట్లా వర్క్ అవుతుంది, దీన్ని ఎట్లా గ్రో కావచ్చు అని తెలియదు. బట్ ద పీపుల్ that started before me, my mentors, they have a system. The company, they have a system in place, and they have a lot of help. సో ఫైనాన్షియల్ చాలా మంది ఏంటంటే ఫైనాన్షియల్ సర్వీస్కి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇది కాంప్లెక్స్ అనేది ఒకటి మనకు మెంటల్గా ఉంటుంది. బట్ హౌ కెన్ యూ మేక్ కాంప్లెక్స్ థింగ్స్ ఇంటూ సింపుల్ అనేది దేర్ ఇస్ అ సిస్టమ్, right? And how to start a business and build your own team and expand into different cities, and offer financial solutions and wealth building solutions to people. So finance anedi you can build through real estate, you can build through retirement planning, so you can build through life insurance planning, right? And you can build through stock investments. There's so many ways that you can build wealth. But how do you use all these different vehicles to build wealth? Education is missing. Right? And as an independent person, you can only educate so many people.
Right.
But the problem is every single one of them. If US is 350 million population, so if you look at India, it's more than 130 crore population.
Right.
But one thing common in that, everybody is working hard and nobody has financial education.
Right.
So some financial education is not something that you can put them in a classroom and teach them. It is one, every person's situation is different. వాళ్ళ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ డిఫరెంట్, వాళ్ళ గోల్స్ డిఫరెంట్, వాళ్ళ కరెంట్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్. సో ఇట్ రిక్వైర్స్ ఇండివిజువల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. సో వీ కెన్ ఓన్లీ డూ వన్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఎట్ ఎ టైమ్. సో టు ఎడ్యుకేట్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ వీ నీడ్ army of people. So what we do in the United States is we have a system in place and we recruit people and train them to start and build their own business.
Okay.
And we help them to build their own team.
Okay.
We help them to build their own company, their own LLC, and their own office setup. And where they can run their own office independently. They can run their own team independently, and they can go and operate in different states. So once you start in one city or one place, and you can expand into different cities and different states in all 50 states of United States, and all provinces in Canada. So many business there's a limitation. Once you start, say restaurant, to start another restaurant is all over again. You have to start all over again.
Right.
దీంట్లో ఏంటంటే you can start in one place, you can seamlessly expand to different cities and different states, even countries.
Oh, even in countries?
Even in, US and Canada. You can even build in two different countries.
Okay.
And being in one location.
Right.
And today is all like a Zoom world.
Right.
ఒకటి ఏంటంటే now world is one place. Right. There are no borders.
It's a small village.
It's a small, because of, thanks to internet, AI, and all this stuff, IT. Now world has become one place to do business, and thanks to COVID, and Zoom has become more prominent now.
Right.
So most of our business, more than 50% of our business happens on Zoom, Srikanth.
Right.
And imagine You can start in one place and build as many cities and states as possible, and with not much of investment, less than $1,000 investment, less than 10 to 20 hours a week. And people can start part-time. When I started part-time, me and my wife.
Okay.
And today we have a multi-million-dollar business built in less than 5-6 years.
Wow.
So like that, every person can start and build their own business. And financial domain is huge. It is much bigger than real estate and retail combined. So anta potential in the industry la, what is missing in ante oka proper system. That is what we have, a proper system on how to start a company and build it. System ante emaidante, it protects you from your own making mistakes.
Right.
And emotional, it protects you from your human emotions.
Right.
So when you visit like McDonald's endi, why people pay millions of dollars for McDonald's franchise? Because even teenagers can run. Enduku they have created a beautiful step-by-step process, a systemic process.
System. They have created a system.
Even a teenagers can run. That is the reason people are putting millions of dollars safely
Right.
to run a McDonald's franchise.
Right.
Likewise, when you have a system in place and when you have a proof that the system has helped millions of people to succeed, it is easy to copy it and use it and become successful. That's exactly what we do. We created, we have a copyable system that was created 50 years ago and has created the most millionaires in the history. Our system Vadi, and his name is Hubert Humphrey from Atlanta, Georgia. He's the one that created the system, and he was a regular railroad conductor.
Okay.
And for 17 years, he worked as a railroad conductor, came to financial world with no financial background. He created a beautiful system how to build a team.
Okay.
And today, millions of people are using that system. And we ourselves has created $100 million of revenue or profits, I can say, in less than 5, 6, 7 years.
Good.
And the potential industry and a proper system unnappudu, it's easy to build. And who is potential? Anybody who has a dream. Biggest thing in entrepreneur is dream undali. I want to build something, I want to become something, and a dream unnappudu, it is easy to convert them into entrepreneurs and teach them the right way. That's exactly what we do.
Right.
And our team more than 50 people that have left their primary careers, jobs, and full-time entrepreneurs like turn అయిపోయారు నాలాగా.
That's a good example. Many people are becoming an entrepreneurs, and you are the one who as a backbone for them.
And biggest thing ఏంటంటే బిజినెస్ స్టార్ట్ చేయడానికి ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ రిస్క్ ఉంటుంది, ఫెయిల్యూర్ రిస్క్ ఉంటుంది. ఈ రెండింటి వల్ల చాలా మందికి స్టార్ట్ చేయరు. సో ద టూ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ వీఆర్ సాల్వింగ్. ఫైనాన్షియల్ డొమైన్ లో హ్యూజ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఉంది, అండ్ దేర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ అవసరం లేదు, అండ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టైం అవసరం లేదు, అండ్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో రీజన్ టు ఫెయిల్. ఎందుకంటే we have a support system to build it.
Right. So for NRIs who are in US, this is the best option to become an entrepreneur.
This is one of the best options. There's a lot of options. Entrepreneurship and this million opportunities in Srikanth.
At the same time they have
దీంట్లో ఏంటంటే ఫెయిల్యూర్ రిస్క్ లేదు, ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ రిస్క్ లేదు,
Right.
and which is why it makes it much more lucrative.
And at the same time you are empowering the other families to
Exactly.
build their wealth.
And దాంట్లో పర్సనల్ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ కూడా మస్తు ఉంది.
Right. That is most
ఎందుకంటే when people become successful because of you or because of your support system,
Right.
it also gives a kick.
Right.
మనకు కూడా మస్తు కిక్ వస్తుంది అట్లా.
That's what it will encourage the people to get into an entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So అన్న ఇంకో క్వశ్చన్ ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనకి when you are a first generation kid to go abroad, right, at that time.
అవును.
So now what is the change you are seeing in India right now? What kind of developments you are seeing in terms of businesses?
ఇండియాలో నెక్స్ట్ 15 to 20 years ఈజ్ ఇండియాలో ఉన్నంత బిజినెస్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ ఇన్ మై పర్సనల్ ఒపీనియన్ వరల్డ్ ఎక్కడ లేవు.
Right.
ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు నేనే చూస్తున్నా కదా, ఈవెన్ when I come, every time I come to India, I see that the amount of technology that we are using, like all these services gaani,
Right.
Google Pays gaani,
Right.
Paytms gaani, lekunte Blinkits gaani, Zeptos gaani, there's so much of advanced technology being used, and businesses, the way the businesses are growing is much faster than any other country in the world. Right, that's my personal
Right.
experience and that what I'm seeing.
So if we don't utilize this particular time, so you're going to miss. I mean,
ఎందుకంటే చూడండి, బేసికలీ ఇండియా ఈజ్ అ ప్లేస్ వేర్ హైయెస్ట్ number of youth,
Right.
the age between 25s and 35s is the, I think, and based on the data that we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have the highest youth population in the world. And this is not a small number. we have more than 130 crore population in India, and majority of them youth, and having the highest number of business opportunities in the country. A combination journey, and what can go wrong?
Right.
And personal kan annadithe matram, if anybody wants to become an entrepreneur, you don't have to go to any other country. But I cannot say it because
You're an
I went to
NRI,
another
that's
country.
a
I cannot
different
say other
story.
people not to go.
Yeah, but for the
opportunity wise, India is the place to grow in the next 15 to 20 years.
Right.
The way it's been growing, and you cannot say one or the other, because today, okay, wedding cheste kuda, there's 100 business people that are
They're
being
coming
benefited
together.
from that event.
Right.
The 100 businesses have sprouted.
True.
Then, 20 years ago, that was not the case.
Right.
Today, when a wedding event has 100 different business opportunities,
Businesses,
one wedding event.
True.
Atla, there's so much of scope in India.
True.
And because pure population, pure buying power, buddy. Real estate power and buying power. Ee rendu aithe, you cannot stop it.
True.
Kada?
True. So, ipudu, can I say, I have seen US abroad and as well as in India. Can I say the word, the land of opportunities as in India?
Yes, America was the land of opportunity, but now you can say the same thing about India. Definitely,
right?
I would say it.
Yeah. Now we have huge opportunity to explore the businesses in India.
America is the land of opportunities too.
However,
has always been.
Right.
It always will be.
Right.
But India is in my personal opinion, it is way up there.
This is the right time for anyone to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter United States, India. Now, as I said, we are a global village.
Right.
and your mind, right? You don't get stuck to one place.
True.
So it's not about India or America anymore. It's about the world is one place.
Right.
And
anyone can do anything. Across the globe.
It's not. It's easy to cross the borders, and as long as you don't mentally think.
Right.
Right. You don't think. You don't limit yourself.
So I have round robin questions to you, Anna. So my viewers has given some questions for you.
Sure.
The first thing, let's start the play. First job in US.
Was IT job.
IT job.
Of course, before IT, we did a lot of other things.
Right.
But that was the first major IT job.
Okay, perfect. Now, favorite Indian dish abroad?
Biryani.
So
yeah, of course, the same in India and same in abroad. And that is my favorite personally, and also that's what I look for.
Okay, so you get the authentic biryani there.
As authentic as it can be. Yes.
Okay. And one leadership mantra.
Basically, leadership, work ethic. Work ethic. Basically, that's the number one thing that people look out. Even when we look at kids also. Right. Based on their work ethic or the way we try to judge their future. This guy is going to become something.
Right.
Not based on their progress report. Not based on the report card.
True.
So my personal is people want to follow people that have good work ethic.
Right.
So if you develop a good work ethic, and that you automatically turn into a leader.
Okay. So the next question is one financial advice in one line, or a financial habit a person should have.
The financial advice that I would give is basically I don't know if I can give in one line, but if I have to give one thing, your money has to grow in compounding fashion. Most people, we learn compounding at a very young age, but we don't understand the difference between a compounding. If you look at something, over a period of 30-40 years, if in a simple interest fashion, if it goes 1:4, the compounding interest goes 1:16 in about 30-35 years time. The same money.
Okay.
Right, and that is the power of compounding. And according to Einstein's quote, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world.
Okay.
People who use it, they make it.
Okay.
People who don't use it, they lose it.
Okay. And the biggest culture shock you have seen in US?
Biggest culture shock that I have seen is more that emotional bonding that was missing, especially when we went. We were always more like we felt that emotional bond, because most of us friends and family were scattered. We didn't have that, really that party bonding, that emotional bonding, that culture of meeting more often. That was a missing point for us. But now, last 20 years, it got better. Now we have more organizations that are bringing people together, where we have more opportunities to be part of those. Now it got better. That was a culture shock when I went first time.
Okay. And India in one word?
This is the place to be now, because the way it's been growing, and comfort. Basically, being part of that growth of India is fascinating for me.
Good. So, legacy and gratitude.
Legacy, the way I would, the character that we built, that is basically people want, you want people to follow you. That's the legacy that you want. It's not about how much money you made. It's not about how successful you become. But have you created a character where people want to follow that character?
Okay.
Is my legacy. That would be my legacy.
And again, a similar question: a life mantra you live by.
The life mantra I live by is, I want to be a role model for my kids and for everybody around me. Few things that I learned for myself. One, I focus on my mind. I focus on my body. I mean, basically conditioning my mind, conditioning my body, and my health, and my work ethic. These are four things that I focus on. And for that, I do yoga every day. I do meditation every day to keep my mind in conditioning. I do yoga every day for my physical conditioning, and then my health habits. I've developed good eating habits to be in good physical and mental strength. And the fourth thing is I built a good work ethic.
Correct.
So this is what I am. This is what, if people have to remember me, I want people to remember me for these four things.
Okay. So, from employee to an entrepreneur, from India to US, you have seen lots of ups and downs, and we are pleasure to have you here as a guest to my channel. Thanks, Anna. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, we'll see more entrepreneurs under you. Will be building a lot of wealth.
Sure. I mean, that's one of the mission that I want to create the most entrepreneurs in the world. And because one thing that bothers me is, 50, 100 years ago, 90% of us were, we had our own family business. Now, within less than 50, 100 years, 90% of us turned into employees. That has to change, because if we don't train these people to become entrepreneurs, we're going to create generation of people that is going to be just being task-based.
Right.
That is not a good sign for the future. And that is one of the reasons I'm on a mission to create more entrepreneurs. And I'm already creating enough entrepreneurs. My goal is to make this, can we bring that 90% entrepreneurs in the world?
Hopefully. If you are an NRI or a dreamer anywhere in the world, let this episode be your spark. So don't forget to like and share Sanjam Talks. And let's welcome more guests to our channel to empower our NRIs. Thank you.